Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs, and there's many places where you can stay connected with me. The first place is on Instagram at Rochelle.Handmade.Designs. You can also stay connected with me on my Facebook page at Rochelle.Handmade.Designs as well. You can also follow me on YouTube, here on YouTube at Rochelle.Handmade.Designs, or you could join one of our Facebook groups, which I will post here. Now in today's video, I am going to go ahead and talk about what I sewn in the month of April. Now originally I was only planning on sewing about 5 items, but time was on my side and sewn many of items. I think it's about 8 to 10 items. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into the new video. So the first thing that I sewn is part of the top series, part 2 spring tops. And the first thing that I sewn was the Batwing top, utilizing McCall 7359. So there is a sew along for this one, so you can look up and see that tutorial. So what I did was originally, if you go back to my April sewing plans, I originally planned on making this with like a black and white fabric, which was like a leaf. It looked like faces on the fabric, and then the bottom was like a black and purple petal. However, it was a crepe fabric and it did not work to hold the structure of this garment, so I had to quickly change it and decide on a different fabric that was in my stash. So what I did was I had this fabric, which I had lots of this fabric, so I went ahead and took the Bullseye fabric, and then I already had this black in my fabric from many moons ago, I think about 2 or 3 years ago. So I went ahead and paired them together, and I'm glad I did because I would have probably liked this one. I love this one better than what my original plan was. So it was one part of my save the fabric is what I'm going to call it. So I saved the fabric on this one and decided on something different. But once again, this is McCall 7359. The next thing that I sewn in the month of April 2021 is I utilized what was left of this black and white dot fabric, and this is for my daughter. This is Simplicity 2484 View A, the jumper, and I just used bias tape, which I utilized the Bullseye white and black Bullseye fabric to create the bias tape. It is a zipper that zips up the front, just basically from this portion all the way up. There's a zipper there. What I did was for there are pockets. I utilized Simplicity 8708 for her pockets. So there's pockets right here on the side as well. And I love this dress for her. She loves it as well. So yeah, this is Simplicity 2484. It is a children pattern, and I believe the pattern sizes go from 3 to 8. But I just got the biggest size for her, and it worked perfectly. The next thing that I sewn in the month of April 2021 was a self-drafted high-waisted pencil skirt. So this was part of the Sew It Academy. I paired it with a gingham top, which I will show you that here. So this is the gingham top that I paired with it. Now the gingham top I sewn in the month of March. So I just paired this top with the skirt, and I did it that way, and it worked out perfectly. The next thing that I sewn as part of the Sew It Academy was an A-line skirt and a black top. So this is the black top that I sewn, and this is Simplicity 1538 View B. So basically the gingham top as well as the black top, they are both Simplicity 1538 View B. I just did not color block the tops in order to do that. Now I also sewn the A-line skirt as well, and the A-line skirt is here. The only thing I have to do to it is hem it. So this is the A-line skirt. And this was self-drafted. So basically I created a basic a basic skirt sloper. And then once I created that sloper, all I did was create some lines in the center of it, spread it out about 3 inches, and created a nice, lovely flared skirt, also known as the A-line skirt. So that's what I did for that. Part of Sew It Academy for the month of April 2021. The next thing that I sewn, I love this top. This was the Empire line top as part of my top series, part 2 spring tops. And this is Butterick 6732. And I believe this is view C on the pattern. I love the fact that it has an empire top. I love the midriff. I love the zipper in the back as well. So I love the back detail of the zipper. I love everything. I mean, I didn't know I was gonna like this top, but once I sewn it together and put it on and paired it with some jeans and some tennis shoes, it was amazing. I love it. So once again, that is Butterick 6731 view C. So the next thing that I sewn in the month of April 2021 is, I self-drafted a basic bodice sloper. So this was my test garment that I did in order to create my dress, which I will be showing you next. So basically what I did, this was part of Sew It Academy course number 7, drafting basic bodice. And what I did was I drafted the basic bodice, and then I went ahead and drafted a peplum part in order to create a top. Now, because I knew I did not need a peplum top, because I will be doing a peplum top as part of part 3 of my top series, I did not want a peplum top at this point. I just wanted to create a peplum top so I could extend it to make a dress. So that's what I will be showing you next. But this is self-drafted. Part of Sew It Academy. Mimi G did a tutorial for a basic bodice sloper, so I just created that basic bodice sloper and then made that basic bodice sloper into a dress. So also on that topic of the basic bodice sloper, this is the dress that I created. This is course 8 in Sew It Academy, self-drafted bodice sloper turned into a dress. So I love this dress. I love the color. I love the dress. I felt super, super pretty, cute, sexy, all the words that you could name for the word beautiful in this dress. Yes, honey. I was feeling myself. So I did make a matching mask for it. So I did not wear the matching mask because I just took photos outside my house. But yeah, I love it. Now, one detail that I did for this dress was I added pockets. So I drafted my own pockets. I did not use a pattern for it. I just put my hand, traced around my hand, and created a pocket for it. I used an invisible zipper in the back. I love it. My peplum. So basically, in order to create the dress, draft the bodice like you would, make sure it fits to your measurements. And then after I created the bodice, what I did was the peplum portion, that is the dress portion, I did 27 inches. So I made the peplum length 27 inches, but then I gathered and all that good stuff. In order to create the peplum, you have to take some basic measurements from your bodice. So in order to do that, you have to create your peplum. I will do it in a different video, but not this video. But that is course 8 Sew It Academy, the dress. Next thing I created is also part of my top series, part 2 spring tops. This is the last top in that series, and it is my V-neck top. So this is the V-neck top. I love the colorful colors. It just talks spring, summer to me. So that's why I did not do it in Ankara fabric. Y'all know I love Ankara fabric, but sometimes I just need to break away from Ankara fabric and just use a regular fabric that's not Ankara. So that's why I did it here. So this, I got the fabric from Joann's. It is just a multi bright color stripe fabric that I use. One thing, I love the top. Let me put it like that. I love the V-neck. I love the cuffs. I love the sleeves. I love the tie. One thing I did not like about it is, if you notice, the zipper is not in the back. I should have modified the pattern for the zipper to be in the back. However, I was not thinking about it, and the zipper is on the side. The zipper is right underneath the arm. So I do not like that detail of the pattern. So if I do this pattern again, I will switch that zipper to be in the back instead of underneath my arm, because basically I just don't like that. But that is Butterick 6731. I believe that's view B on the pattern, and it's part of my top series part 2, which I have a video for that, and you can look right up here. All right, and I did not do this in the photos, but I did do a pair of shorts to utilize the rest of this plaid, not plaid, but striped fabric. And this pattern is McCall 6843. I also think the new pattern for it, because they did reissue it, is McCall's 8055. So if you're looking for that pattern, go ahead and pick that pattern up in order to create the shorts. But it is also McCall 6843, and I'll also put it up on the screen just in case that pattern number is different than what I'm saying. So I will also put it up on the screen for you. Now, there are that's all the things that I sewn for myself and my daughter. Now, I also sewn, I believe it's 4 items for my sister. Now, normally I do not sew for family or anyone else because I sew a lot for myself as well as my daughter to post for you guys. However, I was feeling real generous, and my sisters normally do not ask me for anything because they already know most of the time I say no. However, she had a vision and she wanted me to create this vision that she had for something that she could wear in the summertime, and she wanted something flowy. So the photo that she sent me was just like a summer tank top dress. It reminded me of Mimi G's Reese's PDF pattern from when she did the So Def magazine. So that's what I created for her with a matching mask. So I'm going to show you that dress that I created for her, and I'm also going to put pictures of it. This is the dress that I created for my sister. Now, I did do a modification. So what I did was I made stripes and paired them together to create a color block type ensemble in the front as well as in the back. Now, one thing I do like about this is that it does not have any zippers, any elastic, any of that stuff. I love the straps. She'll be able to adjust the straps because I'll be putting this in the mail for her right after this video, as a matter of fact. The length, love the length. So I do love the colors in this. So yeah, when it gets to her, she's gonna love it. She have seen photos of this. So yeah, that's one thing that I created for my sister. I also did a mommy and me for her because she loved the mommy and me's that I do for me and my daughter. So for her daughter, I created the same dress I created for my daughter utilizing Simplicity 2484 View A, the jumper. So the only thing is I did not create pockets on the side because I just felt like, you know, not creating the pockets, just have her have something original and different. So one side I did the black and white Aztec fabric, and then the other side I just did the blue fabric. In the back I just left it blue all the way down. So yeah, she loves this one as well, and so does my niece. All right, so the next thing I created is also for my niece. Fabric is from Joann's. So I want to go back once. So this blue fabric is from Joann's, and the black and white fabric I picked up on Etsy about 3 years ago. It's been in my stash because I only had 3 yards of that fabric. So the shop Thrifty U Penny, I think is what the shop name was 3 years ago. I'll put it up on the screen if I could go back in my orders and find it. So the next thing that I created for my niece, this is, I think it's New Look 6212. I'll put it up, a photo of the pattern. I think it's New Look 6212 or 6205. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I will put the pattern up. But this fabric is from Joann's. I love it. I need to get me some of this fabric from Joann's to sew a similar dress like this. Just, it has straps. I love the straps right here I love the zipper in the back. So she has a back zipper. I love it. I love it. My niece does not like pockets, so therefore it doesn't have pockets on it, but my daughter loves pockets, so all of her stuff always have pockets on it. So yeah, so I love this dress for her as well. And the last thing that I sewn is also for my niece. Yeah, I sewn a lot for her, right? All right, so I think this one is New Look 6205, but I will put the pattern up as well. So this fabric is also from Joann's. So basically all the fabric that came from Joann, my sister provided me with these fabrics in order to create these items for her as well as my niece. So let me tell you this, I never thought about sewing this pattern. So basically, let me rephrase that. I always looked at this pattern. I had the pattern in my pattern stash, but I have not sewn it for my daughter. So when she seen this dress, she was like, hey mommy, could you sew me one of those too? It's on my list because my list is starting to grow when it comes to my daughter. But I love the straps. It's not thin, it's not too thick. I love the straps. I love that in the back, it's elastic back. So right here, let me show you. It's elastic. So I love that elastic in the back to where she's fully covered. She has that elastic back. I love it. The zipper is on the side, but it's not right underneath the arm. It's just like a side zipper. So I love that as well. I omitted the pockets because like I said, my niece does not like pockets. So I love that about it as well. But that's all the things except there's one last thing that I sewn and I just finished this last week. I'm sorry, a couple of days ago, as a matter of fact. It is this black and white bullseye dress. So I'm gonna take it off and show you guys, but I'm gonna tell you what it is. So basically, this is New Look 6651. You can look up here for the video. I did a sew along for this. It was not originally planned to do a sew along, but this dress is too cute not to do a sew along for it. So it's New Look 6651. I did view B with the view B with the length of view A. So that's what I did. I love the buttons, the button down. My favorite part is the elastic casing around the waist. So you can't really see it, but it's elastic casing around the waist. It's 2 rows of elastic casing and I love the pockets. So I'm gonna put photos up and then show you now. Okay, so I went ahead and took the dress off so you guys could see it, but I love the collar. Yes, I love that collar. I love the short sleeves on the dress. I also love the double roll of elastic casing right here. Hope you could see that. That double roll elastic casing. I love the pockets. I love them. I love them. Like everything has to have pockets. You ain't doing good if you don't have no pockets, honey. But I love the pockets. I love the length. I love everything about this dress. I need to do another one. Yes, my husband even said it. I need to do another one of these dresses. Well, that's all the things that I sewn in the month of April 2021. So like, comment, and subscribe. And also turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. So until next time, keep sewing.